and never produce the knowledge that you possess. Because it's never the possessing of knowledge, but when knowledge possesses you. It's disgusting, not in this church, but I get the chance to see. I was telling my wife I was trying to enjoy a good meal yesterday, and one of not the Jehovah's Witness, but the Hebrew Israelite had overheard when somebody acknowledged, said, "Hey, that's Pastor so-and-so." So he got an earful. He found it was a great opportunity to interrupt my chicken and my other side dishes. And he wanted to bring up, said he wanted to talk about the 10 tribes up north. I said, you should have, well, I didn't say it, but I should have told him that you should have been here on Wednesday. You know, talking about the Hebrew Israelite is a part of the 10 tribes that got lost, and that everything else, and talking about all the other stuff that's really symbolism, you know. But it's sad that we can actually read a Bible and have some type of knowledge and yet not even understand the knowledge we possess. Which is all, knowledge not applied only breeds pride. That's why I say knowledge puffs up. Yep. If you have an accumulation of data, information, knowledge, revelation, then it only breeds pride. And this church, from its beginning, was specifically built to destroy and dismantle pride. If you haven't figured it out yet, that's one of the calls. It's not the only call, but I'm so antsy to get to the spirit of pride. It's just two things, evangelism and pride. We all got it. Some of us got more. I got it. My wife tells me I do, so I got it. I don't know if I do, but she said I do, so I got it. I don't have a lot. Probably have less of it than I have less of it now that I've been married for 16 years. Because the longer you stay married, the less pride you can keep. Yeah. As much as you can fight, kick, and scream, I don't have it. All of a sudden, guy just put the little pips. But pride itself is a dastardly entity that we got to really get rid of if we're going to be effective in the earth, because humility is going to be the key. Humility is going to be key. Now, that brings us to our 10 commandment. I know y'all ready. Bringing it on home. Thou shalt not who? Covet. So we're going to talk about thou shalt not covet. My narrator is going to start off at the 10, and we're going to see where the Spirit of God will take us.
To covet is to have a perverted desire and unlawful grasping for that which is not rightly ours.
So to covet means to have a perverted desire and an unlawful grasping for that which is not rightfully ours. It doesn't belong to you. You want it. You looked over the other side. You seen it. You're watching other folks doing anything. We're going to talk about a little bit of that, but I want to internalize it more than I want to talk about your material wealth. I want to make it applicable as it relates to the body. That's where I'm headed. But there's some things that's connected to it on the surface that we have to hit first before we can go deep in on the inside of us to make those adjustments. They shall what?
They shall not covet after power, fame, fortune, etc. For in him is the fullness that shall meet every need.
So we're not looking for fame, fortune, power. We're not looking to be honored. We're not looking to be esteemed. We're not looking for promotion. I'm just speaking on behalf of this church. That's not our goal. We're not looking for those things and all the trappings that the world has to offer and the religious systems that be. Because everything is fulfilled in him. I like this saying. I don't know who coined it, but it sounds good to me. If I got Christ and got nothing, I got everything. But if I got everything and I don't have Christ, I got nothing. And I'm not an advocate for being monastic, poverty. I'm not asking for a vow of poverty, because you need resources to operate in earth. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about priorities. You need wealth. You need education. You need increase. You need favor. You need to know how to manage and handle your finances and handle all the material wealth that God has given to you. Amen. So you should seek to prosper. But don't get entangled with the gift and forget the giver. That's all. Go ahead, bro.
We have a church full of people who are in it for themselves.
In it for themselves. In it for themselves. Don't raise your hand. We got folks in it for themselves. They got excuses for everything. They got desires for a lot of things that don't even fit the design that God is trying to bring them to. Some of us just go get. We don't ask. We ask God before we get. We get it and ask God to help us. I told you before, I never purchase anything I can't afford. Ever. Overtime, I don't filter the overtime. If I can get 12 hours extra, I'll be able to pay for this house. No. Because somewhere along the line, your rusty, dusty body gonna want to have a rest. Or you get a cold, or you get sick. You gotta make provision for that stuff. If you want, you find a repo man. And that's more embarrassing than getting your stuff repoed. I've been there twice. Oh. It wasn't because I didn't handle my money. I just didn't know what I was doing. It was an order that I was supposed to have as a pastor, and I just forgot about it. And the system that he reminded me of such. We can sit around here and proclaim all we want to. I didn't know. It don't matter. You can't go to say, I didn't know. Well, now you do. Get your affairs in order, then you can get it back. It said, unfortunately, there are joining churches that best suit their lifestyle instead of searching for one that would challenge them by bringing the values of the kingdom into the forefront. So we're seeker sensitive, seeker friendly. I remember when we had a church over, well, we still got a church, but we had a church over in Holiday Inn, and we were pretty packed. And I guess we was a new kid in the block, so everybody wanted to come and hang out with us. But then all of a sudden the word came, and God started hitting some areas, and the sledgehammer started breaking up some rocks, and folks found out they can't be to themselves, and and they just said, I got to go. I got to go. When the word comes, and the word should confront us. We're going to talk about that. The word should confront us. Tell your neighbor, the word should confront you. See, it shouldn't maim you. It shouldn't disable you. So if you sit under ministry that are maiming you, cutting you, abusing you with the scriptures, I'm not an abuser. But I understand there's some things that are antithetical to the kingdom. Therefore, it takes some adjustments. So you need to tell folks, come over our church, we do adjustments. Yeah, what adjustment? Anything you got off. Anything you got off, bring it on over, bring it with you. We do adjustments over here. And then I'm not the only one. We just that type